Let's talk about what is needed to get started. Today, the minimum you need to begin trudging through learning technology enough to break it is typically pretty low for most beginners. You don't need anything fancy or expensive to begin exploiting systems. This is why information security is such an important field. The adversary can be someone with minimal resources and still have a significant impact against major corporations if they're determined enough. So let's start with a computer. If you have something that can run a modern operating system, then you have a good start. Hell, you can run a significant hacking platform on a Raspberry Pi, which costs under $40. So if you have a laptop or a desktop running a relatively up-to-date operating system, then you have a strong place to start. I'm running Mac OS X as my base. I'm also running VirtualBox. VirtualBox supports the creation of Windows, Linux, BSD, and others to run an operating system inside of your operating system. So it's perfect for building out a lab-type environment that's contained within your system. VirtualBox itself can be installed on Linux, Mac, Windows, or Solaris. There also ports to FreeBSD and Genode. So inside VirtualBox, I have an instance of Kali Linux running. Kali is a platform that any penetration tester is familiar with. It's a distribution that comes with 300 plus tools pre-installed, so you don't have to worry about going through and compiling and installing a host of different tools because they're already prepared for you. Most of the future content will be fortressed around Kali and or a tool that comes with Kali. Here you can see all the domains that Kali covers natively. The goal is to do a series with each one of these applications and capabilities. From forensics to social engineering, we'll explore how to use these tools to meet an objective. Here you see there's a collection of tools for wireless attacks. Let's look at some of the additional requirements you'll have to meet in order to explore wireless technologies. So for Wi-Fi, you'll need a wireless adapter that can enter monitor mode and inject packets. This means that you need something that can capture all the Wi-Fi packets flying around and then be able to send packets that we create arbitrarily. This means that your Wi-Fi adapter needs to have a supported chipset. In the show notes, I'll put some links to explore how you can identify an adapter that meets your needs. You can find one starting at $20 to $30, but they could easily get to over $100. This particular adapter is about $100. It has a detachable antenna that you can upgrade to increase your range. Alpha Networks is a great place to start for finding an adapter that can do injection and monitoring. And if you're interested in exploring Bluetooth, I have a Sena Technologies UD100 adapter. This costs about $40. It also has a detachable antenna that you can upgrade to increase your range. With this adapter, you'll be able to listen for Bluetooth devices and identify their capabilities, which we'll explore more in the wireless series. Many laptops nowadays come without an Ethernet port, so if this is the case for you, I recommend getting a USB dongle that'll give you Ethernet capabilities. You may be in an environment where you need to manually plug into a network, so this is essentially just in case you ever find yourself in that scenario. So let's go back to the desktop. In order to get all these adapters working in your virtual Kali Linux instance, you need to tell VirtualBox to use a USB filter. In order to do that, I would go into settings for Kali VM, click on ports, click on USB, then click on the plus sign to add the devices in question. I like to have the devices unplugged until the virtual machine is booted up, and then I plug it in to make sure that the computer doesn't claim the device, preventing your virtual machine from using it. So you see, you don't need to have an elaborate rig to be a beginner. You just need some simple things to get started and dedication to honing your craft.